Hello and welcome to the newspaper review here on Tab TV. My name is Obed Jerry, your host for today. And yes, like we've been doing it, we are the streets of Port Harcourt to dissect and analyze the newspaper headlines with people on the streets. We get to see their reactions as regard these headlines making rounds on the papers. Well, you out there can also be a part of the show. If you have anything to add to it or you have a counter opinion, please slide to our comment section and drop your comments. Do well to subscribe to our channel if you're yet to subscribe. Turn on your notification button. Connect with us across all our social media platforms. So now when we drop videos like this, you get to receive our notifications. Well, before we discuss with people on the street, before we get to hear what they have to say as regards these headlines on the papers, well, let's first look into the papers and see what the stories look like. First, we'll be looking at the New Telegraph newspaper today being Thursday, 21st March 2024. We could see as headline here reads, Nigeria earned $4.92 billion from taxes, royalties, fees from oil major. Details of this story is found on page 3. CBN liquidates validated $7 billion forex backlog. Details of this story is found on page 8. Reps approve new salaries, allowance for judicial officers. Sub-story under that reads, extend 2023 supplementary budget execution to June 2024. Proceed on Easter, Salah break till April 18th. Details of this story is found on page 3 and 5 of the New Telegraph newspaper. We'll see here it says, INEC adopts no observation report, no accreditation for polling monitoring. Details is found on page 2. NSCDC busts arms factory in Abuja, arrest 7. Details is found on page 7. Japa, nurses sue federal government over new verification guidelines. Details is found on page 29. NLC Labour Party tussle over party control. Sub-story under there reads, Labour pickets LP Secretariat, insists on Abure's resignation. Details of this story is found on page 4. 200 million out of school children, tools for terrorism. Violent crimes, says DSP. Details is found on page 2 and 26. Study, scientists find way to eliminate AIDS-causing virus. Details is found on page 7, and that's all we'll be taking on the New Telegraph newspaper. And moving on, we'll be looking at the Punch newspaper. You can see here it says, Tinubu pushes 60 million naira annual pay for Supreme Court justices. Details is found on page 2 and 15. Delta bloodbath, Senate meets service chiefs as troops comb creeks. Details is found on page 28. Federal government, varsity workers meeting deadlocked. Unions continue strike. Details is found on page 28 also. You see the main story here, it reads, Naira rebounds to 1,400 naira per dollar as speculators offload forex. Sub-story under that reads, Naira appreciates as parallel official market. Operators foresee 1,200 naira per dollar in weeks. Another sub-story under that reads, CBN tightens news on currency speculators. Complete payments of $7 billion forex backlogs. Details of this story is found on page 19. NEMA blames water scarcity as fire razes 4 Lagos buildings. Details of this story is found on page 5. Labour Party demands NLC president's arrest over party secretariat's invasion. Details is found on page 28. Imo police arrest 3 for alleged rape of 12-year-old girl. Details is found on page 5. Scrapping Abia ex-governor pension needless. We never benefited, says Kalu. Others. Details is found on page 4, and that's all we'll be taking on the Punch newspaper. And lastly, for the newspapers for today, we'll be looking at the Nation's newspaper. We could see here it says, slain army 17 to get national honor, befitting burial. Details is found on page 4. Ex-Abia governors, deputies lose rights to pensions, other allowance. Details is found on page 6. Court declines Shaibu's bid to stop impeachment. Details of this story is found on page 6. Catholic bishops seek Nnamdi Kanu's release. Details is found also on page 6 of the Nation's newspaper. WAEC blacklists Abia schools over examination malpractices. Details is found on page 18. We see at the main story here reads, public funded foreign trips on hold for 3 months. Sub-story under that reads, don't distract ministers with oversight invitations. President cautions lawmakers. Details is found on page 4. Labour Party sinks deeper into crisis. Sub-story under that reads, NLC pickets headquarters, demands Abure's exit. Details of this story is found on page 5. Reworked student loan law, ready for Tinubu's assent. National Assembly identifies challenges, passes bill. Details of the story is found on page 4. House bill raises service conditions for judges. Others. Details is found on page 5. Why Akwa Ibom abandoned road? Details is found on page 6. And that's all we're taking on the Nation's newspaper. Now let's get to see the reactions of people on the streets. Let's get to hear what they have to say as we get these stories on the paper. Stay tuned. All right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir. I'd like your thoughts on the new telegraph that says reps approve new salaries allowance for judicial officers. Like the Chief Justice of Nigeria now, they said he will be receiving 3.5 million naira, excluding his transport and feeding allowance and other allowances.
Why is it supposed to be like that?
Exactly.
Is it because the judiciary are also working with the politicians? Is it because of the independence of the judiciary is no longer recognized? Now, we don't have separation of powers again. They're all working together. What happened to the minimum wage? Even the last minimum wage. Some states implemented it and others did it. My brother, the issue about Nigeria, politics and economy, we are not telling ourselves the truth. By the time we start telling ourselves the truth, we will start getting it right. But for now, I don't think, no matter what, anybody that is telling us that Nigeria will get better, for me, it's a lie. Nigeria can't get better. We know what to do. Thank you very much.
Now, seeing the plans that the president has been implementing, May that he was put in office till today, do you think that the country has hope to improve based on economy, insecurity, and even the side of petroleum?
Yeah, the president himself might have very good plans for the nation. I'm not a fan of the president. But at a stage in life, he starts, telling the truth. Yeah. The president might have a good plan for this country. But the people that surrounds him might be frustrating his efforts.
People around him that are supposed to implement.
So I don't see any headway in whatever plans they have. There's no headway. Because if I should really say much about no headway, Nigeria, we don't provide alternatives. Even when policies are being made, there are some policies that need alternatives. You don't understand what I'm saying?
Why you make up this plan? You make up plan B to cover.
Plan B, yes.
Like, assuming when he removed subsidy, then he had another plan to cover up immediately.
Yeah, exactly. We are the citizenry are not really, thinking about the politicians now. For now, all projects suspended. The only project a common man in Nigeria have now is food.
Just to survive.
Just to survive, hunger. So that's the issue. And we believe God, that God will really, see his people through. Because even in his word, he said that even in times of famine, his children will be eating.
Now with hunger, do you think if hunger is tackled in Nigeria, that every other thing would work well? Because I was speaking with somebody earlier on, he was saying that one of the reasons why insecurity is thriving in Nigeria is because of hunger. People are hungry and no job opportunity. Do you think if these things are set in place, that insecurity level would reduce?
Actually, it's not only hunger, because there are some that are born criminals. Yeah.
Some people are wicked.
Yeah. And why I say that it's not only hunger is that because our problem is not all about corruption. Because it can be corrupt and be doing something and be doing projects. Our problem in this country is wickedness. So even if there is no hunger in the land, people will also do one bad thing or evil or the other. You do understand what I'm saying? It's not really hunger. If you can be able to conquer this hunger you are talking about, conquer the 3 basic needs of life, I think I think insecurity will reduce. If we conquer the 3 basic needs of life, especially this hunger. Let me just put clothing or housing, apart. You see, especially hunger.
Say a hungry man is an
angry man, especially hunger. and let there be massive employment, my brother, a lot of things will go down. And if there is constant power, a lot of things will go down in this country. And other things, will fit in well naturally. If we get, the only way I believe we can get it right is that if we have constant lights, other things will fit in naturally. You understand what I'm saying? Even the hunger itself will go down a little.
Exactly.
Even the house rent even the house rent will go down a little. High cost of things will go down.
Yes, because some persons in the street, if you want to buy market from them, they will tell you that they have been using petrol, they have been using generator to sell make their products.
Exactly.
That is why they increase the price.
Exactly, like what happened yesterday. I wanted to get something, but I wouldn't blame the seller when he narrated everything to me. I still see the reason. I got to buy the stuff like that. But it's not easy, in this country. It's not easy. Our politicians, our leaders, doesn't know that Nigerians, we are very, very easy to be governed.
Exactly.
We are very, very easy to be governed.
Unlike other countries.
Unlike other countries. Do you understand? Just give us what we need. Just road.
Let's just survive.
Electricity. And let we survive. That's the only thing. Nothing again.
But do you think there is hope for Nigeria?
My brother, there's no hope.
Why do you say so?
How many years? 1999. We keep doing one thing.
I'm making same mistakes.
I'm making same mistake. How do you expect change? There will be no change, my brother. This same thing, same way, and expect change. And this one we are praying to God. God should come and help us. God should come and help us. My brother, there are things that God cannot even help you. There are things around you, you help yourself. God has given us everything for us to be happy. That is why I said earlier that our problem is wickedness. Wickedness.
From the top to the
From everywhere, especially from the top. Because when the head is rotten, the body is also rotten. So you can't get it. We can't get it right. When people feel that politics is a profession, you're a journalist. Okay, think about as a journalist. Think about the other one that is a politician as a profession. His profession is politics. So what will happen? Because the politics is his profession, he will go to any length to achieve it.
Like they say, politics is a dirty game.
Big time dirty game. I can't mention examples, very well. It's all about interest, personal interest. Unlike, okay, see what happened in River State. Now the man is in Abuja. What about the tools, the machineries, the human being that he used? That all here suffering. My brother, you see this money, this cash doesn't have tribe. You see money doesn't have tribe. We are all suffering it. Now you see it. They are crying. So the solution to Nigeria problem in a way, is to make sure that at least we have 70 or 80% light. Every other things will fall in place naturally.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir. I would like your thoughts on the new Telegraph newspaper that says reps approve new salary and allowance for judicial officers from the Chief Justice of Nigeria. Like, we could see that they've increased the salary to 3.5 million naira. And that's excluding his transport allowance, his feeding allowance, and his clothing allowance.
Well, I'm Mr. Woko Hope. The best way I view it is that they increasing the salary, you understand me, and restricting them from traveling abroad. It does not really make sense. They should think on how they will improve the nation. You understand me? We are suffering. The masses are suffering. Things are not moving the way it's supposed. You understand me? They should try and improve the nation. That is the one thing. If you watch now, the higher cost of living now, You understand me?
Both transportation and food.
Yes, each day, Nigeria always lost someone to death. You understand me? Due to hardship. No food. They should try and improve the people. You understand me? They should look for a way to make things very easier for Nigeria. Okay, can you go into dollars? If you go there, you check what is happening. We can't be suffering. It's not in this way. So let Tinubu try. That is my own.
Now, seeing how they've increased the salaries of these reps, and they are yet to increase minimum wage, what do you have to say about that? Remember that the amount, the way what 30,000 naira would do for you last year is not what it will do for you this year.
At all. Even for me, the minimum wage should be even increased more. You understand me?
Like let's say
to 60%. You understand me? You understand? Not even the 30,000 naira. Because even 100,000 naira today can't buy you a normal thing for you to live well with your family. So let the minimum wage should be increased to that 60%. Thank you.
Now let's look at the plans that the president has been putting on since he was put in office till today. Do you think it's something that will make Nigeria grow better? Do you think that is something that will make the economy improve?
Well, let's hope. Let's hope.
Okay, do you believe that there's still hope for Nigeria?
Let's give him that time. Yes, let's give him that time.
So like how long do you think Nigeria will be?
But the issue of increasing this salary for all these judiciaries or political parastatals, I don't think that should come up now. It shouldn't be the best way. Let him first of all look on how to improve
Tackle hunger and hardship.
Yes.
And while we are even bothering about what to eat and transportation, we are even bothering about insecurity, because in some states we could hear that they are killing people, killing farmers, and just recently we heard that they even killed some soldiers. What do you have to say about that?
This thing is that they even them the security outfit, they're not doing it too well. You understand? Sometimes they will plan on how to tackle that insecurity. Then the security men, they always give information. They always give information to those ones that the herdsmen, the bandits, or whatsoever they normally call them. But if they should improve that or reduce that insecurity, understand me? I mean, improve the system of. Let me. I lost it.
All right, thank you very much.
I don't want to go there.
Thank you very much. We come to the end of the program for today. We've heard all what has been discussed here. So if you have a comment to drop, if you have anything to add to what has been said here, drop your comments in the comment section. If you're yet to subscribe, turn on your notification button, and to also to connect with us across all our social media platforms so that you receive our notifications. My name is Obed Jerry, your host for today, and this has been the newspaper review here on TAP TV. See you next time.